My name is Monica Gleberman, and you're listening to Silence on Set Podcast. On today's podcast, we're discussing Through My Window sequel, which is Through My Window Across the Sea, which finds Aries and Raquel trying to maintain a long-distance relationship with Aries studying in Stockholm. When they meet again, they find that their period of separation has put their love to the test. So to talk about the evolution of Aries and Raquel, here's Clara Galle and Julio Peña, who play Raquel and Aries. Okay, so hi guys, my name is Monica Gleberman. I'm with Time Warner Entertainment and Sunset Podcast. I'm so excited to talk with both of you.
We are excited too.
You've had a long day, I'm sure, so I'm just gonna pump up the room. We're gonna get it going, get the energy back in. Okay, so first of all, I'm very upset with the two of you with this movie because I'm very sad. But before I get to that, and this will come out after the movie. I know the movie's out overseas. I'm in the States. It will come out. So I'll make sure it comes out after the movie's out.
Okay.
I'm very upset, but I'm going to let it go for right now and talk about the beginning.
It's a drama.
Yes, I'm very upset. So, okay. What I wanted to ask you guys right off the bat, from the end of the first movie, Through the Window, which was very sexy, and you guys were very sexy in it. I loved it.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much.
Your characters ended happy, and they were all excited and everything was great, and then you have the cute airport scene. I just love you guys. And then of course reality sets in, right, where you guys are now going to be apart, and unfortunately it's not all romantic and fun and getting to play around, and there's a distance issue. And so this second movie takes place in that realm, right, of dealing with that distance. So was it hard for you guys? Because I imagine you have to create this chemistry, work on it, build everything around these characters. And then in the second film, you have to go, okay, now we're kind of totally on our own and we're separated, and kind of build being kind of off chemistry a bit when you come back.
Yeah, I think it was actually a great thing because we got the scripts for the second movie. Just I don't know how long after we finished the first movie, but it was not long. And then we had time to prepare and to think about what our characters have lived for this few months. They've been apart with long distance and stuff. And getting to start a movie at that point with both our characters having doubt and both of our characters having all of these questions if they should be together, or I think it was a lot of fun. I think it was just great to be able to see such a different point of view as actors, and be able to expand this character's universe in that way. I don't know. It was fun. I don't think it was a weird thing at all.
And the chemistry was there too. Mm-hmm. Anyway, it was there, and it was different because we were in different times and in different parts of the world, and then we were very distant to each other.
And we got more separated as the time went by. But
the chemistry was there.
And I think at the beginning of the second movie, the chemistry is still there, but it's just in a different way. It's just in a more awkward, kind of difficult way.
Yeah, and sometimes love, it's not enough. Yeah. So this is the perfect example.
Yeah.
Hey, don't break my heart already. She's like, love is not enough. Wait, hold on. Don't break me yet.
But we will work on it. We will work on it.
We promise.
We need counseling. If you guys need help, I will help you. No, but I agree. I do think that, time apart and then you get back together, that's natural for a couple and it's awkward. And I think what I did enjoy about that was that it was real. Because I think if characters go away on, whatever, school, whatever the case is, and they come back together and they're just like, oh, yeah, that's not real. I mean, we all go through times where we're apart and we're off sync, and they're off sync a little bit when they come back. Yes. Claire, for Raquel, I feel like she's kind of going like the extra mile. I mean, listen, I'm just gonna be straight with you. She's on a rock naked, for Christ's sake. I mean, she's trying to get him. I mean, she's trying to get some magic to happen here. So
she does get some magic to happen.
She tries.
She does. I mean, who wouldn't if you look like her? So, you know, what is Raquel going through? Do you think she's going through the extra mile to really try to like get them back on the same page?
Yeah, I think that she loves him, so she wants to be with him, but sometimes love it's not enough, and I think that Raquel had like this idea of love with a lot of fantasy and unicorns and pink, and then in this film, in the second part, she realized that maybe it's not like that. Maybe it's more complicated, and then the questions starts. The question is
yeah, the question
like,
starts too. Yeah.
Yeah. And that, yeah, she wants to be with him, but she is discovering like a new world, so she wants to be in that new world too. She doesn't want to be only in his world. So.
And I think at the beginning of the second movie, they both try really hard for things to work.
Yeah.
But as Clara said, like love sometimes is not enough.
And they are like realistic.
Yeah. They're just like seeing how things are, and then like beta appears, and everything just goes to shit, you know. But yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Since I brought it up, because I'm sure, I don't know if anyone ever asked you directly, but can you tell? I just ask direct questions. I don't care. I'm a fan. So
Okay.
That's great.
I just ask it. Is it hard for you guys? In the first movie, it was very sexual. And I know that there's people on set that help with all of those things. It's choreographed. I know it's not as sexy. I've been on sets before. It's very awkward and uncomfortable. But first of all, the two of you look great. And if I looked like both of you, I'd be walking around naked all the time.
Love it.
So you have nothing to worry about. But for the second one, was it difficult to kind of get back into it and to be so free and feel comfortable being that vulnerable in front of cameras and 40 crew and cast members that are behind those cameras?
But it was easier.
It was easier. Yeah, it was. I think first movie we just had to work on it so hard for us to get used to it, and
it was like the big deal. Like we have this sexy scenes. And
yeah. It was a huge deal to like having to accept a role where we knew we had such a big amount of like sex scenes, and but like going into the second movie, I think we just trusted each other. Going into set and having to do these kinds of scenes, we just kind of forgot that we were on a set with a bunch of people, and we were just trying to make the characters justice and do what they would do, and kind of like feel what they would feel. I don't know.
And everyone is professional.
Yeah, everyone's super professional, and I'm sure you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was just. Yeah, we just trusted each other and kind of like did our best, and our director is great, and we had our coach for this scene, so it was just.
It was so comfortable that sometimes I forget that I was like walking through the set without a bra. Like, hello David, how are you? And I forget it that my tits were like, hello.
Hello.
That's how I'd be. I'd just be like, screw it, you've all seen it, whatever. Like,
Yeah.
that's fine. But I love that they continue the story. Before I get further into the movie really quickly, I want to ask both of you too, what was it like extending the characters? Because it's one thing to do a film and make that commitment, but it's another thing to go, okay, we're gonna go to another film, hopefully possibly a third movie, and tell the arcs of these characters that drastically change in the second film. So is that another thing that you're like, oh my God, do you get nervous? Or was it something very simple when they kind of send you the script and you look at it?
It was simple because there were changes.
Yeah.
That it was simple because of that.
It would have been worse if the characters would have stayed the same. Because I think, and this is the thing we talked about when we finished the first movie, that both of us felt like it was not an ending in some sort of way, because we sort of trusted that there was going to be another part. And when they told us that the second and third part were going to be like based on like Raquel Zanara's story, like it was fun, and like knowing that it was going to be so different from the first one, it was great
And necessary. Yeah.
Okay, and I just have to say my last comment, I swear, about anything naked and sex, I swear. Julio, we need you a little more naked. I'm just saying. She's throwing it all out there. I just say fair is fair is all I'm saying.
Come on, what else do you want? Like, I already did my part in the first movie.
Listen, I'm just saying she's showing almost all of it. That's all I'm saying. I'm just putting it out there. I'm putting it out there for the women that love this movie. Okay, that's I'm putting it out there. But okay, so to be serious and get into the film, you guys do such a great job, and there's a lot of heavy topics that happen in this movie. You know, the two of you trying to connect, making that connection, but still kind of a little off, and then there's some jealousy and just natural things that happen in a relationship. What was it like kind of playing the arc of that change? And I know, like, you know, you guys had mentioned earlier, you know, it's fun, it's different, it's great. You're growing as an actors and like playing different things. But was it hard to shift the character so drastically that they would be, you know, having trouble? Like, for example, Julio's having trouble in school. He's kind of a little closed off. They're fighting as a couple. You have Raquel that's like on her own, like, you know, making her own friendships. So is it hard to keep the thread between you guys and keep us interested, because it worked, keep us interested in that we want you guys together, but still have to show that right now is not the right time for you guys to be together?
If it was hard because we love Ares and Raquel too. Like, I want them to be together.
Yeah, of course. It was hard to get into that kind of stuff. Because obviously it's a darker territory in some sort of way.
Yeah.
And it was hard at sometimes on set, going into stuff that we had to go into. But it was just, I think, like you said, that chemistry we created, it was always there at some point. And the love they had for each other was there. But it was just difficult to like deal with everything at the time.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's weird. Like, we just really wanted them to end up together in this one, but
Yeah,
you know.
but sometimes you love someone and you decide and you realize that it's better if
you let
you
them
are
go.
not together.
Right. Or at least to
Not-
take a break. It's sometimes it's better to take a break and kind of review, like do a recap.
And with everything that happens in the movie, everything builds up so much, and then this thing happens with Joshi and the funeral and all, and everything's too much. So I just think they just need that break. It just needed to end like that.
Well, you gave me a good segue, because Yoshi, you guys, you know, you're killing me. So like, you know, I'm watching this movie and I'm like, okay, they're going to get it back together. This is fine. It will all work out. They're on a freaking yacht. Like it's all going to be okay. And then you guys aren't, like, you're still not like connecting yet. And I'm going, she doesn't know that he didn't cheat and she's not cheating and nobody's cheating, and like, just talk to each other. And I'm yelling at the screen, by the way. And then Yoshi is having this horrible time where he's getting like picked on and like all of these horrible things are happening to him. Yeah. And, you know, Raquel, not meaning to, and I don't think she knows the overall picture of what's happening, leaves him. And when that happens, obviously we know that he takes off. And again, this will come out after, but he takes off and then he goes over the cliff and doesn't make it. And what I thought was so beautiful is, you know, out of that scene, you have Ares that rushes to try to make it, like sees something and rushes on a jet ski to try to be there and try to save him and is doing CPR. And I'm like going, oh, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Like he'll come back. And then you have, you know, Raquel coming down this mountain. Obviously he passes away. You guys have a funeral scene, all of that kind of stuff. But the two of you are kind of blaming each other. And that's how you're processing the grief, is that, you know, he says, well, maybe I would have been able to save it if I was able to pay more attention in school. And she's kind of blaming you for not being there. And like, you know, so why do you think they blame each other in that moment?
I think there's so much pain.
And they're like excuses.
Yeah.
They want to say a lot of things that they haven't said. So it's like a shock for them. So it's the only way that they are capable of saying these things, like, I love you so much, and that I can't be with you.
Yeah, and they have so much guilt, because I feel Raquel.
Yes. Guilt.
Obviously, what Aries is saying at the end of the movie, like maybe he would have been fine if you wouldn't have left him to go fuck with this other guy, you know. That's something really harsh, but in the end, kind of like Raquel, I think she kind of thinks that maybe she could have done something, and also Ares is also thinking what Raquel is thinking and thinking that he could have done something. And I just think it's so much guilt and so much pain that they just like blame each other, because they don't know a better way out.
No,
they're young.
It's the easiest way.
Yeah, they just,
and they are like exhausted.
Yeah.
They can't do it. So it's the easiest way. It's your fault.
Yeah,
it's my fault.
They just freak out, and that's the way they end up things. But it's sad. But I think it's a way that it's a way that things could happen in real life.
Yeah.
Because they're young, they're unexperienced, they don't know how to talk this kind of stuff. I think it gets too much for them, and then it just explodes that way.
So you guys basically have me super upset and crying. And then at the very end, you know, Raquel closes the window, which I felt like was very metaphorical, you know, like really close. It's not like she shuts the shades. She's like, I'm closing it off, and closes it. And that's how the movie kind of ends.
Yeah.
So where do we go from here? Will there be another film? And because I need them together, so there has to be another film. So you got to think of something else coming on. So will there be another film? And then is there anything? Oh shoot, I have 2 minutes. Oh my god, I have so many more questions for you. But will there be another film? And what would you like to say to the fans? Because this film has been #1. I think in the US, it's still the #1 most watched international film of all time on Netflix. So there's quite a bit of people. I think it's millions. I think the number I saw really quickly was like over 300 million or something. So it's very popular here. So it's kind of like a two-parter question. So will there be another one? And then is there anything that you want to say? I always like to give actors chances to say stuff to fans, because you guys don't get to talk to them like I get the honor of talking to the two of you. So tell me there's a third one. And what can fans, what would you like to say to the fans?
There is a third one.
Yes!
And it's already filmed.
It's already filmed.
Yeah, there is a third one, and it's already filmed.
It's already filmed.
Yeah.
And you guys are together? No, I'm just kidding. You know what to tell me.
Imagine. No.
I don't know.
There will be a third one. You can expect more evolution and kind of like the story to continue in the way that it's kind of like aiming towards to. But yeah, we can't say a lot more about it.
And it's our favorite film.
It's our favorite film.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes me feel good.
Yeah.
I mean, Clara made me nervous with the love doesn't, you know, always last, but I'm going to go with that it's positive. So that makes me happy.
Okay. And what we want to say something about to the fans. We didn't know it was so popular in the States. Well, thank you so much for watching it, and we really appreciate it. We put a lot of love into this movie and into the characters, and we hope you really like the second part and you enjoy it as much as the first one.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Well, I have to tell you guys, I love the two of you so much. Could you tell? I love the two of you guys so much. you are so good in these roles. And like even talking to you, I'm like, wow, like you can notice like the difference, like how different, because sometimes you watch a movie and you kind of forget like that they're acting, right? So I can even see how much work that you guys put into it, and the amount of work, the vulnerability, what you guys have been willing to show, the realness of the relationship, the authenticity, how good you guys are. I love you guys. I just love it. I'm so into this film. I'm so into both of you as actors. I've been watching and going, what else are they doing? What else could I watch them in? I mean, and that's what everyone here in the States have been doing. So I just want to thank you for the amount of time that you guys have been putting into it and the amount of work, because I know it's not easy to do this. It's not easy to do multiple movies. And I just want to acknowledge how hard that is. And thank you guys for doing it for us, for people like me that are crazy, that are yelling at the screen and really want you guys together and are super excited. So I just want to say thank you so much for all of the hard work that you guys are doing. And I think you're two of the best actors I've seen in a long time. I just freaking love it.
Thank you so much.
Oh my God.
You're great.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And thank you for enjoying our work.
Yes.
That's why we do it. So
we love to do this because of this.
So
because people did love it back. I don't know.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
I love the two of you. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of the day. And you both look fantastic. So, I hope it's not too long the rest of your day. I know it's late there. So please go get dinner or food. And thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Bye. Have a nice day.
Bye. It was so wonderful talking to you guys. I love you guys. Congratulations on it. Hope you guys enjoyed listening from Clara and Julio about what it was like filming Through My Window Across the Sea. And we got confirmation that the third movie is filmed. So we're super excited to see the third film. Hopefully that will come out sometime in 2024. If you have not seen the films, Through My Window and Through My Window Across the Sea are currently available now on Netflix. So make sure you head over there and check it out. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you're updated on all of our latest podcasts. And head over to our YouTube channel, hit subscribe so you're updated on all of our video content.